Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm writing to How Do I Seek Spiritual Guidance? Now this is kind of interesting. I never thought I would question this or ask this, but I guess it's like, do you seek out a guru? But then I do remember some time ago that a guru will seek you out, which doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I guess there could be some gurus that if they happen to see you, they may like, maybe that's the one. But I think in most cases, it's that you're going to have to seek spiritual guidance. And luckily enough, with social media, you can find that, but you have to be very, very, very careful. I mean, you can go to YouTube at the very least. That's a social media as well, and you can get a much better idea on people, I believe, because you can see what they're teaching. I guess also you look at their other social media to see what other people have to say and such. But I mean, in terms of the local though, like I'm not exactly sure how this is being asked because if you're in the middle of nowhere, let's say there's no spiritual gurus or swamis around you, then how do you seek? It has to be online, right? Anyways, let's go and get started.
If, for example, your development, your own spiritual development, is so mature that you recognize that what you are following, even from very great personalities, is in a way becoming counterproductive, becoming a hindrance. If that maturity arises within you, it is time for you to give up the external. If you feel that you're not reached that level of maturity and you need guide, if you need the help, then hang on to them. So again, you see the magnanimous nature of this religion. It allows you to progress at your pace, what suits your, if you like, requirement. If, for example, you feel I don't need it, you don't need it then. But this will come from within you. It won't be somebody saying, oh yes, you should give up degree. It's not for me to decide. If
Okay.
from within yourself the idea comes that, look, I am mature enough, I realize now exactly what is going on. I don't need to even swallow stuff that comes from the top philosophers, top thinkers, top enlightened people, whether it's Buddha or Vivekananda, whoever. I don't need that anymore. They're becoming hindrance. Then you're matured. It is for you now to become a Vivekananda or better than a Vivekananda. Do it. This religion allows you. But if you feel that you are still, if you like, at the kindergarten stage, this we all need little help every time. So if you feel that you are still limited in your own, exploration, then hang on to them. Or again, I would present this idea with health warning. Look, be very careful. I tell all the Hindus, please be very careful on whom you put your trust into, because it's so easy to be misguided. There are a lot of people in the system who are sometimes either self-deluded or sometimes out to delude others. There are lots of them. And who will decide? I'm not going to give you a list. You from within your system work out. And if one particular individual appeals to you in the sense that he catches your attention of your heart and your head, and he really steals your heart, and you feel comfortable, then that is your teacher. Suppose it's a misguided, wrong one. That means you are at the wrong level of your journey, and only the wrong teachers will appeal to you.
Oof.
So suppose I'm interested in just razzmatazz, superficial religion. Even though I make a big claim of being spiritual, I'm really interested in the superficial razzmatazz, this big show and big tambu tent and all this. Then I will find somebody of my level and be satisfied with that. And the Hindus won't vilify you. They say, yes, that's your level of development. Go from there. From there you will progress further. But follow your journey as your heart dictates. Magnanimous religion allows you to progress spiritually at your own pace and from your starting point, not from somebody else's starting point. So when you find the wrong personalities to guide us, don't take it wrongly, because that is your level. You are in a way reflecting your level of understanding, your depth. Because when sometimes you come close to personality like Vivekananda, you are flying very high and the atmosphere is very thin, difficult to breathe. So a lot of people struggle. Many people say, Dilip, I have both complete works of Vivekananda, I am struggling. I said, don't worry, my friend, this is the common problem, because you are flying very high and the language and the material is very, very refined. Sometimes our crudeness gets in the way and we can't really grasp it. Don't worry, it's a rarefied atmosphere that you are traveling into. But the thing is, if you are capable and if you are really shooting that high, go for it. Difficult, so what? That's fun. And if you are satisfied with some more superficial teachers and presentations, that is your level. Progress from there. Don't throw it away saying, no, Dilip said, only Vivekanand. Who am I to say that? You find your own level and progress from there, not from where somebody else is standing. This is the magnanimous nature of this religion.
Okay. Interesting, because I was going to say something about along the line. Some people may be arrogant enough to say, I don't need these teachings. I am enlightened myself now. And think that they can become teachers. And this is how you get those fools, the false teachers, who think they know everything and think they're always right. And then you have these people who, and like he was saying, I was going to say this too, like that this is the reason why you have the kind of like cults where they have this extreme beliefs. I mean, even in America, there's quite a few cults actually, where they believe they're enlightened, or they believe they're from outer space, or they believe that aliens are coming to pick them up. And you can, it's very interesting. I watch a few documentaries of it, and it's just, I mean, I guess I don't like to say this, but I guess there's a fool born every day. You know, it sounds terrible, but it's true though. It's true, and it sucks. But I guess we have to have a variety of people. Everyone can't be smart. Everyone can't be enlightened. Everyone can't be geniuses. We have to have a few fools just to balance the spectrum out. But yeah, I was thinking, it's like, man, someone could be arrogant enough to believe that they are enlightened. And, well, that's quite clear. I'm sure there are quite a few false gurus, false swamis out there who claim all these things. I haven't. I don't think I've seen any, honestly. So far, the ones that I watch, I believe, are quite true to themselves. Um, let's see what else, and then to have people who, it's kind of how do I say, kind of sucks to say, I guess, that when you have this strong belief on this guru or swami, and they're false, and yet you believe them because your heart and brain tells you so. And this is very easy to believe because you look at a lot of people who have an agenda. You can see it happen in America. I'm sure you can see it happening in most countries, if not all of them, where there's the people who push political ideas and without knowing the facts, and they just blindly follow what other people say because they want to do good, but not realizing they're causing more harm than good. There are many people like, again, there's a fool born every day, and it just doesn't stop. um, and I guess that's just the sad truth of humanity itself, is that I don't know if we always have to keep balance. The top genius or spiritual, or the genius and the wise, and then the idiots and the fools. And mind you, the idiots and the fools are not disabled in any way. They just choose to be that way willingly. Ah, man. Anyways, did he answer how do I speak spiritual guidance? I don't think it did. He talks about you can go in your own pace, which, yes, absolutely. That's the thing, again, I genuinely do love about Hinduism, is the fact that, there's, well, I would say there are people out who follow Western way of life that are really desperate. I do remember the video of Acharya Prashant talking to one of the college students, where he's so desperate to get enlightened that he's wondering if he should quit his job, like a good paying job. I think he's an engineer or a programmer, and he wanted to quit his job so he can focus on that. That is not good. One thing is, you do not want to force yourself into this. You will never get there because you are trying so hard, and I don't believe that is the right way for at least the majority of people. And then to give up on life to try to obtain spirituality, unless you do like the monks and have a method of surviving, you kind of need money. Making good money and living a comfortable life can help you achieve spirituality, but of course you have to be a good person too. Um, it isn't about the money, but if you can live a comfortable life, that's great. You can, if you're wise, you can earn a lot of money and then retire at a younger age, and then be wise about how you spend your money throughout the years to make sure you have enough, and then try to obtain an enlightenment that way. Like work your butt off for until you're 40 or 50, and then retire at that young age and kind of coast through life with that amount of money that you have. Don't just spend it on useless stuff, but use it to try to make sure that you can focus on your enlightenment instead of I don't know, starting so young and give it up on your jobs and stuff. Then how you're going to be able to provide for yourself? You can't depend on your parents forever, unless you do what the monks have done. I guess what Swami Sarvapriyananda says, whenever he was becoming a monk, I believe he would go down to the village below and beg for food. I believe most of them do. Um, I'm kind of curious as to that. I guess maybe they don't eat so much, and they don't. I guess they don't exert a lot of energy, so that they can eat very few meals or very few amount of food that they don't really need a lot. I don't know. I am genuinely curious. Like, how's their diet, and um, do they get enough nutrition? Like, again, if you don't exercise too much, or if you don't exert, that's the right word, exert yourself so much, you don't need a lot of food per se. But especially if you're able to, how to say, reduce your metabolism. And that's what I think Sadhguru was talking about, how they can just, a lot of people can just sit there and meditate for a couple hours on end, or maybe weeks or months, and not be hungry, is because they reduce their metabolism a lot, so their body's burning through fuel very slowly. Way off topic. Anyways, that's my reaction to how to do spiritual guidance, which I don't think the question was answered. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, the sign down below. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next vid.